mental, unlearning, reclaiming, and empowering. Racism is a battle of the mind. It tries to tell us who we are, where we belong, and what we are worth. But we know the truth. We are powerful, intelligent, and unstoppable. We explore the mental toll of racism and the strength it takes to unlearn the lies, reclaim our identities, and empower ourselves with knowledge. Through these stories, we remind ourselves that our minds are sacred, our stories are valuable, and our wisdom is limitless.
Hello, Tanse, Tammy, Ray, Nichigasun, Atikame, Gochinia, Agua, Gift Lake. My roots are also from the Gift Lake Métis settlement, and Miskochi Uskaigan Niwigan. So I currently live in Edmonton. Right now, I am a theater actress, singer, songwriter, performer, and educator, and also a graduate study student. So I'm pursuing my master's right now at the University of Alberta, pursuing performing on stage, like pursuing that passion of being a singer and getting to travel. And then also, I get to work within the education system and how to be a leader in your community. So what I do, aside from performing and singing, a curriculum developer, mainly in language revitalization. I create resources in helping people learn Nihiawiwan, but through music. Growing up, there was a lot of racism within education, like even coming to the city schools, like people had no knowledge. They didn't even know, what being Cree was or what a Cree person was. I looked at it as a stereotype, but it was the only thing they had to connect me to something that they would know, and which was Pocahontas. It makes me sad knowing that, there's just like a small portion of history in those textbooks that talk about us, but it's like the historical context. There's nothing when it comes to contemporary context and who we are today and how we're thriving and how we're just, learning our languages, reclaiming that, and there needs to be more of that, and I hope that with the TRC and the education system is that they're gonna work with more people who have that knowledge, who are either from community or have those strong ties to community, because it's important to have that, especially when you're representing, an Indigenous liaison worker within an Edmonton public school system, where there's kids who had no choice but to grow up in the city, but they want to know who they are, but they don't have that space or like that connection within those schools. And we have a lot of kids who are in care too, they don't have a choice but to go to these schools that don't teach Cree and that don't have arts programming for them to express themselves. So there are gaps, but I know that there's amazing people out there that are just working hard to make these changes that focuses on Indigenous education. It's amazing to look at all these amazing Isquiwag, these matriarchs that really paved the way for, students like me to be in this institution and be able to take a Cree class and to be able to take these Native Studies classes, because without these classes, I wouldn't have had that spark in the journey I'm on today, when I'm creating these language revitalization resources, or when I'm singing in Cree, you already being in school, you're breaking cycles and you're breaking barriers. I'm always so proud to see these young ones, these next generation coming into university and being in these institutions and learning and having those opportunities to, learn from Indigenous professors and be part of a community. And that's one thing I would, from just my experience, is just finding your community. If your school has an Indigenous People's Center Go there. You'll probably make connections and you'll probably find a cousin you didn't even know you had. And that will make you feel at home, and you'll find home, especially for those that, had to move away from community and come to the city schools to pursue sports. You'll find people who will support you within those settings, that because they want to see you succeed. I want to see you succeed. Your community wants to see you succeed. Just realize that everybody's so proud of you for waking up every day just to go to school. I'm proud of you.
Creating a society stands with us, lifting voices, building trust. Together we rise, our hearts complete. So hear the drum, feel the beat. The circle turns, the healing grows. Through us all, the spirit flows. They try to break us, try to bend, took our voices to the wind, but the spirit's got us still. Through the mountains, through the hills, we rise up singing strong and free, creating